Oh, hey Chaos, how are you? How was your vacation? Good to see you back, by the way. Hey Haji, how are you? Sorry about that. And also, thank you already for the retreat. That was fast. I'm also doing good, thank you. Sorry about my voice. I always seem to have problems with my voice. I had this big bad wedding thing yesterday. My sister got married, and we had a lot of fun, but also my voice suffered a little bit. I had like 2 shots, and I normally don't drink at all, so that was already too much. But yeah, otherwise I'm doing really good. Where did you and your girlfriend go? On vacation, I mean. And also, Haji, you're researching names for your book, for your latest book, I assume? That's pretty cool. Character names are so important. A while ago, when I started getting into role-playing games, I made a list of names that I could use, but I've already burned through them. So that's pretty harsh. Yeah, it was a bit unconventional, but I'm absolutely fine with that. Hey Mixini, hey! Oh, that's fine. I don't think we did too many important things. This time around, we're definitely doing Cassandra's quest. Should be ready now. And I'm gonna try and start the Sarah romance. So most important part of the game. Yeah, anyway, when I started the game, I saw that some of the missions were ready, so I'm just gonna start with that. Oh, I'm so jealous, Chaos. It's so rainy here. And I don't mind the cold, but I really don't like rain, especially not if I have to go outside. Oh yeah, that one. The Wyvern, of course. Stop the war. Doing good work, Josephine. Oh, we found the Seekers, right? Let's see, where is it? Patrol for the crew. I was sure that I started Cassandra's quest last time. I just can't find it right now. The map is so full. just gonna look at my map. Hey Varant, hey, how are you? No, it's actually alright with the cold, you're right about that. No, that's not the map. What am I doing? That's also not... That's the map here. Okay, yep, got it. Okay, so I'm gonna start some new missions and then we're going to help Cassandra. Rain is absolutely fine if I can stay inside and watch it through the window. So just to get this straight, we're 3 Germans speaking English here. That's cool. Okay, Sutherland had a quest, I saw that.
Crestwood has had no further trouble with the undead.
After what happened, it will take time for the village to recover.
Stability... Double agent, that sounds crucial.
Let's see what we have.
Yeah, that's true. I talk English, and I talk English because a lot of people I know online don't speak German. They speak a lot of different languages actually, but English is the most common, I think. I don't want to find the Maya just yet. You can do that after. Here lies the abyss. I think it's the title of the quest. Yeah, rain is not... Okay, Colin.
This place Skyhold.
Solus says it changed hands so many times
Sorry.
the original builders can't be traced. I read the House of Armitage once built a fortress in the vicinity 5 ages ago, but the records are lost.
Resources, no thank you. No. That one's good for Colin actually, he gives them food. Red Jenny and the Bad Goods. Josephine, what do you have to offer? Let's do that.
Begin.
Anyway, I was gonna say that I go everywhere by bike too, so the rain doesn't really help with that. And I do wear contacts now, but I still remember the times when I wore glasses, and rain and glasses on the bike, not a great time. Okay, let me look at my equipment. I haven't looked at it for an entire week. Looks good. Weapons. Am I still happy with those? I don't think Cassandra's quest is that difficult actually. Nice hat. Oh dear. Sarah, you could really use a better bow. No accessories? What's that? Oops. No, no, don't want to destroy it. Okay, let's go with... I need an amulet. Strength. You don't need strength. Really not. Maybe some rings. Critical chance. Let's go with flanking. That should do. Winter is bad for biking generally. Especially when it's freezing and the floor's slippery. It's really dangerous. Those are the days when I actually take the bus, even though I hate it. No, where's Cassandra? There you are. Okay, let's do it. It's a shame that this quest is so short, I think. It's so important for the lore and for Cassandra. But it's really short. Though all the quests are kind of short in Dragon Age Inquisition.
Care Oswin. Odd that the trail should lead us here. Ban Loren is a pious, unassuming man. What has he become involved in?
Crazy.
He's involved in crazy, just like everyone else these days.
Yep.
Truer words have never been spoken. Let's see what lies within.
Let's loot some stuff first. I'm really picky about the weather too, actually. I like cold, dry air. I think that's my ideal state of weather. Let's see. No, what are you doing? Now you can't warn the others. Do I wait for the cooldown? Nah.
I should have known. The Order of Fiery Promise is a cult with...
Cassandra, we're not finished here.
They've hounded us for centuries.
Okay.
Cultists. Why am I not surprised?
This explains why the Seekers might be here, but not the connection to Corypheus.
Sure. Love having chats in the middle of the fight. I suppose Cassandra doesn't really care because she's sure she won't die. don't think I need new scout armor. Yeah, that's kinda her thing. She just doesn't really give a shit.
A seeker. Did they torture him to death? The Promisers will pay for this.
They sure will. I'm saving here because there's a potential glitch up ahead. Come on. Because you need to collect a certain key here, and sometimes it will end up on this roof here, and then can't reach it anymore. Come on. Okay.
As the Seekers of Truth have proven resistant to the effects of red lyrium, the Elder One has seen fit to place them in your care.
She's carrying that
Reclaim
axe
your
with
destiny,
just one finger.
And know that the Elder One expects your devotion as repayment. Signed by Lord Samson, Commander of the Red Templars. Does Corypheus not realize the Promisers want the world to end? What use are they to him?
That depends on the definition of world, I guess. One thing I always wondered is what the people in this universe think the world actually looks like, because in Origins, yes, here you frequently hear Chantry people speak about the four corners of the world. So do they think that the Earth is flat? Is that what we're talking about here?
So Corypheus sold the Seekers to these cultists.
And they leapt at the chance, of course. But this doesn't explain how he captured the Seekers in the first place, or what's been done with them. We must keep looking.
The letter said Seekers were resistant to red lyrium.
Our abilities grant us many gifts, but a resistance to red lyrium's corruption? That seems strange. Although it would explain why none have numbered among the Red Templars. And thus Seekers would be useless to Corypheus. He would have no leash to hold us.
Do you really want to keep looking? What we find might not be pleasant.
I do not shy away from unpleasant things. I must know.
I definitely say that the end of the world is pretty much subjective. Because most people think of the end of the world as, you know, humans dying out, and in this case probably Qunari, elves and dwarves too. But that wouldn't actually mean that the world ends. Not that direction. I wonder about the resistance to red lyrium too, because it would make sense that they are immune to normal lyrium, because of lyrium at the connection to the fade and all of that. But red lyrium means... Does that mean that seekers are also resistant to the blight? Still need to find a way to reduce my cooldowns. And you're done here. Still happy about the respec I did last time. It's always a little bit time consuming to think about how else to spec your character, but if you do it right, it really pays off. And I was really hesitant about getting rid of poison leech? No, leeching poison, that's what it's called. But again, good decision in the long run. Way better for an archer. Oh, Hachi, you're probably talking about the quests. One thing, if you pop in and out of the stream, you gotta scroll that red bar that YouTube shows all the way to the right, or otherwise you will always be a few minutes behind.
Daniel! Daniel! Can you hear me?
Cassandra. It is you. You're alive.
As are you. I'm so glad I found you.
No, they put a demon inside me. It's tearing me up.
What? You can't be possessed. That's impossible.
I'm not possessed. They fed me things. I can feel it growing.
Can we do anything?
I don't know. This thing inside him.
The Lord Seeker. You have to find him.
Of course we'll find him. If he lives, we'll...
Lucius betrayed us, Cassandra. He sent us here, one by one. An important mission, he said. Lies. He was here with them all along. He's still working with them.
Well, he didn't lie about the quest being important.
But we met Lord Seeker Lucius in Val Royeaux. He couldn't have been here.
That wasn't him. It was a demon, masquerading.
What? How could that be?
The Lord Seeker allowed it. He let the demon take command while he...
Came here.
Cassandra.
Now is not the time for sympathy.
Wait. Don't leave me like this, please.
Oh man.
You should have come with me. You didn't believe in the war any more than I did.
You know me. I wanted that promotion.
Go to the Maker's side, Daniel. You will be welcome.
Cassandra, your armor's clipping through your face.
He was my apprentice. I have never known a finer young man. Now we find Lord Seeker Lucius.
That we will, definitely. And just because we mean vultures... nothing here. It's been a while since I found a good guitar, by the way. Awkward. Yeah, I can sort that out later. I don't think any of these is better than what I got. Damage output is better, but this one has so much extra stuff. Don't need the shields. Okay. Yeah, I still feel like I'm wasting some of my abilities here. Need to find a better rhythm here. And we have a level up for the others. Yeah, that's pretty good. I don't want her to give up the flask of fire. Let's see what else is here. Faster movement. I can't believe I don't have that yet. Damage bonus is always welcome. Okay, I have one more slot for an ability. Let's go with this one. Map it here. Yeah. All right. So let's find the person in charge, shall we? See what he's got to say for himself. How many potions? 10, that's good.
Lord Seeker Lucius.
Cassandra, with a woman I can only assume is the new Inquisitor.
And you're the man who betrayed his own order.
I presume you know we Seekers of Truth were once the original Inquisition. Oh yes. We fought to restore order in a time of madness long ago, as you do now. And we became proud. We sought to remake the world, to make it better. But what did we create? The Chantry, the Circles of Magi. A war that will see no end.
Cool motive, still murder.
And aiding Corypheus is supposed to help?
Corypheus is a monster with limited ambition.
And your ambition is so much greater.
We Seekers are abominations, Cassandra.
Something
We
about his
created
facial
a decaying
texture is
world
really weird.
and fought to preserve it even as it
I
crumbled.
think he's
We
supposed to
had
be
to
old,
stopped. You don't believe me? See for yourself.
but despite all his
The
crinkles
secrets
and
of our
wrinkles
order
in his
passed to
face, he
me
doesn't really
after the
look
former
old.
Lord Seeker was slain.
Very
The
strange.
war with the mages had already begun, but it was not too late for me to do the right thing.
He's completely mad, isn't he?
Lord Seeker, what you've done.
I know. What Corypheus did with the Templars does not matter. I have seen the future. I have created a new order to replace the old.
I have also
The
seen
world
the
will
future.
end so we can
It's shit.
start anew. A pure beginning. Join us, Cassandra. It is the Maker's will.
Okay.
He was insane. He had to be. The influence of Corypheus, perhaps? Was he trying to disable the Seekers?
All these wasted lives.
He could not have destroyed all of us. I won't accept it. Let us return to Skyhold. I wish to see what's in this book of secrets.
I think that by Corypheus' influence, she means like magical influence. But of course, you can influence a person by many means. don't think there's anything else here. It's a really small area, right? No, that's not the button. Yeah, nothing else here. And next up is one of the, in my opinion, greatest revelations in the entire Dragon Age franchise. Let's see what Cassandra thinks about all of this.
This tome has passed from Lord Seeker to Lord Seeker, since the time of the old Inquisition. And now it falls to me.
That's a lot of not very exciting reading, apparently.
On the contrary, it's a delight. I'm riveted.
Oh, you're joking.
Do you know what the Rite of Tranquility is? The last resort used on mages in the Circle, leaving them unable to cast, but depriving them of dreams and all emotion. It should only be used on those who cannot control their abilities, but that has not always been the case.
Does the book say it was used for other things?
No. As a Seeker, I looked into abuses. Mages made tranquil as punishment. What finally began the Mage Rebellion was the discovery the Rite of Tranquility could be reversed. The Lord Seeker at the time covered it up, harshly. There were deaths.
And she's so calm about it.
It was dangerous knowledge, the shock of its discovery in addition to what happened in Kirkwall. But it appears we've always known how to reverse the Rite, from the beginning.
So the Seekers are responsible for the rebellion, in more ways than one.
One more crime to add to the pile. Yes. We created the Rite of Tranquility. I told you of my vigil, the months I spent emptying myself of all emotion. I was made tranquil, and didn't even know. Then the vigil summoned the spirit of faith to touch my mind. That broke tranquility, and gave me my abilities. The Seekers did not share that secret. Not with me, not with the Chantry, not even with...
I wonder who
There's
she
more.
means.
Lucius was not wrong about the Order. I thought to rebuild the Seekers once victory was ours. Now I'm not certain it deserves to be rebuilt.
And again, she's so calm about that. That's such a great abuse, right? Being made tranquil without your consent, without even knowing about it. And at the time I don't know how certain it is that tranquility will eventually be broken in the vigil. I assume that it causes a lot of people staying tranquil, because I can't imagine that it works 100%.
If you did rebuild the Seekers, how would you do it?
I can't be the only one remaining. We will always spread to the winds, and some may still be out there.
Justinia, yeah, I was
them
thinking
one
that
by
too.
one. We would all read this book. No more secrets. Then together we would establish a new charter. The Maker's work in truth.
You keep saying that, but what is the Maker's work?
There is no way to know for certain. That is why we must seek it out. Perhaps we lost our way because we stopped looking.
You said there was more in the book.
At some point, power becomes its own master. We cast aside ideals in favor of expedience, and tell ourselves it was all necessary for the people. Will that happen to us, Inquisitor? Will we repeat history?
Well, the beginning of the Inquisition was kind of shady. I didn't exactly get to choose being Inquisitor for once.
We might. It would be lying to say it's impossible.
An honest answer, if not a comforting one.
Rebuild the Seekers. Make them better than they were.
No more lies and all that.
Thank you. I could not have done this on my own.
If there's one theme that that goes like a red thread through all of the games, it's lies. Lies about history, trying to cover up history, and then other people picking up the scraps they find of history and trying to make sense of it again. And like 80% of the nonsense that happens is because people have been lied to.
Inquisitor.
Hey. What's been going on?
Madame de Fer said hello to me. Or maybe she was waving at someone else and I just thought she was. Yeah, that's probably what happened.
I have to go.
By the way, we can cure tranquility really soon. That's a thing.
Wheels for the training guns. Moving targets.
Like 2.5 games or so, tranquility was the worst thing that could happen to you possibly. And then it's almost casually revealed that you can cure tranquility, and that they always knew.
At your order.
What do you got?
Inquisitor, I must speak with you.
What is it?
I must explain something first about the Montilier's fortunes.
I remember you said your family had been forbidden from trading in Orlais.
It's devastated our finances. The Montilier's have, in fact, been in debt for over 100 years.
You can't be mean to Josephine.
I had no idea your family's situation was so precarious.
Hardly anyone outside the family does. For generations, we've done everything to keep creditors at bay. Sold our lands to stave off interest. It is, in family, still reduced to this. I'm to become head of our house. If I sell any more of our land, my family will become destitute. That cannot be my legacy to them.
She's like the ultimate millennial, though, right? Because old people have essentially ruined her family's legacy, and now it's on her to save it. Without a lot of resources at hand, relatively speaking.
Is there anything I can do?
I'd almost solved our problems. For a while. I negotiated a chance to reinstate the Montiliers as landed traders in Orlais. We could rebuild with that. But when I dispatched paperwork to Val Royeaux, I've just learned my carriers were murdered. And the documents restoring my family's trading status destroyed.
Who hates the Montiliers enough to do that?
Leliana made inquiries that bore success. Comte Boisvert, a nobleman in Val Royeaux, claims to know who killed my messengers. He has a request that you come when I meet him, so he's seen publicly conferring with you.
What will that get him? Like, that's not obvious.
If that's what it takes to get to the bottom of this, I'll meet this Comte with you.
Thank you, Inquisitor. It means... you are too kind. I must know who killed my couriers just to harm my family.
She really doesn't expect you to help her, which is kind of sad. But about the subject of tranquility, you can't help but think of all the people, tranquils, that you met in Origins and in Dragon Age 2, of course. There's one option specifically that you can make Joan a tranquil. Well, not personally, but that's his punishment, I think. And just the knowledge that could be reversed at some point, that's amazing. Okay, let's see what else is here. Josephine and Liliana both, they're the kind of people who would do absolutely everything for the Inquisitor, but also for friends, and they never seem to expect anything back. It's kind of heartbreaking. Okay, Liliana, what's your next mission? Deal with the angry bar guests. The Vargas situation is partly our fault. Oh yeah, that's the vegan option.
Inquisitor.
People die, but the animals live. I like that kind of concept. Okay, not... Wait, what's this? Wicked Eyes and... Oh, no, not doing that yet. Elias the Abyss, definitely not yet.
We cannot neglect our soldiers' training.
Can
Bye,
we neglect
Colin.
roads?
Bye.
Or ally-
Just want to see if I can craft a better bow for Sarah. And maybe get rid of some of the items I found.
Not trying to step on your toes.
Yeah, that looks a lot better. This bow is really strong but also ugly. I like this one. It's a little bit weaker than the others. but at least it looks nice. Or this one. I kind of wish it would show me whether or not I can attach a grip or not. Let's go with the dwarven bow. Flanking damage, critical damage bonus. Heal on kill. Do I need that for Sarah? Plus attack. I'm never sure what attack does. Huh. I swear I looked that up once. The spiked bow. Where is it? Where's the spiked bow? Oh, this one. Oh yeah, it looks like looks a little bit like Knuckles, right? But that's even weaker. Yeah, we're level 11 or something. I'll craft this one and call it a fan favorite. Stagger on hit. Stagger on hit is pretty good. Guard damage is too situational. Stagger on being hit. Well, ideally she's not being hit. Oh, the masterwork one. Do I have it? I don't think I do. Oh, you mean from that hidden shop. Masterwork spiked longbow, there it is. This one, right? Looks a little bit... Oh, it's that... a leaf, or is it crop? Can't zoom in. Dexterity. Oh, that's a lot better. Cunning. Cunning looks great. Spiked longbow. Hang on. Yeah. The masterwork spiked longbow. This one should be it, yeah. Fan favorite. Let's go with cunning, which increases critical chance. Heal on kill, barrier bonus. Let's go for the mystery. The mystery stat. Flanking damage? Or sunder on hit? What do I got here? Extra focus. Walking bomb. Yeah, sure, why not? Mixini, I should have named it after you. This one has a grip, right? Yeah. Cassandra, where are you? Yeah, that should help.
Serve the Lord who loaded his catapults with anvils.
Get the grip for Sarah's bow. Come on, load. Heal on kill and more attack. Base damage, it's possible. Though the damage number doesn't actually change. Maybe it influences hit chance or something. Not sure. Okay, yeah, let's just go and meet with Josephine. Everybody's coming with me. Okay, I'm on the Dragon Age Wikipedia and it says attack stat increases all damage that a character does. Now it's on YouTube, now we won't forget. And Mixini, you were right.
Disaster is what it is, and you know it.
Theirs were not the only houses affected by the loss of heaven.
The land is only part. The girl has run off to the Inquisition.
According deeper than death to an end.
Okay. Josephine, where are you? There's another shop here.
So the mages are back in line and the Templars are mad as rabbits.
How odd that more men show up at the manor. You and I.
I apologize, sir. I've never met those men before.
And what did they mean?
Oh right, this one. Nah. What do you have? Do you have the codex entries? No. Why not? Just because I don't have them.
Do you know where this noble wanted to meet us?
I do. The Comte Poivers invited us to his mansion, not far from here. I pray he clears up the deaths of my messengers, as promised.
Let's go see him.
Lead the way.
I don't usually spend a lot of time looking at the naked numbers. Which is funny because I still managed to beat this game on Nightmare.
Welcome.
I feel like that shouldn't be possible.
Thank you for seeing us, Comte Boisvert.
The honor is mine. Please, sit. It's an honor to assist two such distinguished guests.
We appreciate your help, Comte.
The death of Lady Montily's servants must weigh heavily on you. Have you heard of the House of Repose?
The Assassin's League?
My contacts obtained a copy of a document in the archives. Contract for a life.
The House of Repose is hereby sworn to eliminate anyone attempting to overturn the Montiliers' trading exile in Orlais.
Sure. How do they make copies of documents exactly? Like if it's a contract, it requires the original signatures of the parties, right? So did they have to sign every single contract like 5 times, or how did that work?
Overly complicated assassination plots are part of Orlesian politics, I take it.
They're all too common, I'm afraid.
The contract was signed by a noble family. The Du Paraquets.
But the Du Paraquets died out as a noble line over 60 years ago.
Indeed. But the contract was signed 109 years ago.
How can a family try to kill you after they died out?
The Du Paraquets were our rivals. They drove the Montiliers from Val Royaux. This contract was drawn up over 100 years ago, but it wasn't invoked until I tried to overturn my family's exile.
Unpleasant though it may be, the House of Repose is merely fulfilling its contractual duties.
Who's paying you? And I mean today.
If the people who wanted your family dead are gone, why are the assassins still after you?
A contract is a contract, Inquisitor. Orlesian businesses live and die by their reputations. The entire guild's welfare would be endangered if an agreement was tossed aside on a whim of time or fate.
She's quite right, Your Worship. The House of Repose is doing what it feels necessary, by its standards.
Yeah, but nobody's paying you anymore. Contract requires an exchange of some sort.
I assume you have a thought or two on this, Josephine?
The Du Paraquets still have descendants under the common branch. If we elevate them to nobility, a Du Paraquet could annul the contract on my life.
That will take time, Lady Montigny. Time during which the House of Repose will be obliged to hunt you.
Will they now? You are exceedingly well informed. You're not to have said you'd heard rumors, at best.
A bit of subterfuge. This contract on your life is an ugly business. One the House of Repose deeply regrets. But this is Orlais. Even an assassin's word is his bond.
Does Comte Boisvert actually exist?
Absolutely. The Comte's offer to reveal the killers of Lady Montily's messengers was genuine. So was his information somehow. An end to be tied up later.
Right. Yeah, I did that too, Mixini. Didn't turn out well. Not for Liliana and not for my heart.
I thought you were remarkably well informed about a secret assassin's
Nah, not
guild.
really.
We are hardly secret, my dear Inquisitor, just normally much more reclusive. The contract on Lady Montily's life is so unusual, we felt the courtesy of an explanation was in order.
It is appreciated, monsieur.
Your idea to seek out Du Paraquet to revoke our orders is an interesting one. I wish you luck. I did not come to shed blood today, Inquisitor. Only to speak. Might I pass?
I don't even need a sword to beat him. You could just make a fist and smash his head or something, like a hammer. Little man, giant Qunari. Just go.
Go then.
Good day, Your Worship. My lady, I pray we never meet again.
Bye.
Well, I didn't think our meeting would end like this.
We'll deal with these assassins.
I have some thoughts. Let's discuss them back at Skyhold. I'll feel safer with the castle's walls around me.
Okay, and will she walk?
Something?
Or will she moonwalk? No, she walks.
Goodness, Comte Poivert, is that you? Oh, the lock's been broken off. We'll find a saw. I realize the cabinet is quite valuable, Comte, but surely...
Yes, Mixini, you can still soften her.
Then?
But in my first playthrough, I also stayed neutral on the question of that one scout that betrayed her. And both decisions together resulted in her being hardened. And I want to show you something. Let's see if it works. Not from here, apparently. That's too bad. No, it doesn't seem to work this time. Oh, there. No. That was Josephine. That's too bad. Sometimes you can bring up the tactical map and it will show that there's an actual character model in the wardrobe. Which is funny because you never get to see him, but there's an actual, not an actual person in there, of course, but they apparently rendered a character model and put it in this wardrobe, which is funny. One more attempt. I don't know why it doesn't work. It usually works every time. Nah. Can't do it. Ah, that's too bad. I think I have a screenshot flying around somewhere in my folders. If I find it, I'll post it on Twitter or something. Okay, Josephine, let's discuss assassins. This fly cam everybody's talking about, that's a mod, right? I'm so jealous of people who can use mods.
I'm so sorry, Inquisitor. I never thought my family's trading status would trap us in an assassin's plot.
Between our soldiers and spies, Skyhold's safer than anywhere else in Thedas.
Yet the problem persists. I've tracked down the last du Paraquets. If they become gentry, they can annul the contract on my life. We'll require a noble from Val Royaux to sponsor them, a judge to provide documents, a minister to ratify them.
It's so like you to take the longest course of action, even when your life is at stake.
I love this scene.
I assume you already know everything about this mess.
There is a faster way, Josephine. The original contract on your life is in the vaults of the House of Repose. If my agents infiltrate it and destroy the original, the assassin will have no obligation to chase you.
Leliana, please. I want no more bloodshed over a personal affair.
Don't be so stubborn, Josie. How long will it take you to gather these favors in Val Royaux?
Liliana does have a point.
Give me some time to think this over. I'll post a watch on our ambassador in case the House of Repose visits.
I appreciate it, but I still believe elevating the du Paraquets will solve this. First, we need to perform some favors in Val Royaux. I'd be happy to discuss where we could begin.
Who knows if there's going to be another Blight, Haji? Who knows? Well, technically I think Solas knows. That fucker. What now? Okay, so last time we were in the western approach. Is there anything interesting here? We completed these operations so we can pass the sulfur pits. But there's nothing really important going on here. The Venatori. Yeah, we can still do this later. Still not ready for a dragon encounter. Fortress quarters. Clear out the bandits. Gaze into his egghead and see. Not possible. Not even with magic. Gaze into the egghead and the egghead will gaze back? Or... nah. Don't want to risk it. Let's open a new area. So, where do I want to go?
Any word?
Exalted Plains.
Nothing yet.
No, I'm going to do this later. Stop Venator activity in the west. Which one is this? Yeah, why not? I want to see the elves. The Dalish even. I still want to see the first Blight. I think that would be really interesting. For the spin-off, I mean. Though I'm really not sure what they're gonna do, which format they're going to choose, etc.
Inquisitor, welcome to the Exalted Plains, a place with a long and bloody history. Even now, the region is volatile. This was a front in the Civil War. Now there's rebels called the Freemen of the Dales, recently emerged and adding to the chaos.
What history were you talking about?
After the fall of Halam Sharal, what remained of the Elven army met the forces of the Exalted March here. When offered a chance to lay down their arms and surrender, they refused.
What a generous offer.
This rebel group. Tell me more about them.
They seem to be simple deserters, tired of fighting and dying for either the Empress or the Grand Duke. Now they want the Dales for their own. Worse, they're more organized than we anticipated. Be wary.
What else can you tell me?
Scouts have sighted Dalish elves. There must be a clan camped somewhere on the plains.
That will be all. Thank you.
With the rifts and the undead, the Orlesians have lost ground. Most have been driven back to their forts. We have to stabilize the region, allowing the Imperial Army to re-establish its presence. Good luck, Your Worship. You'll need it.
The problem with Twitch is, Haji, that it doesn't save your videos unless you're, I don't know how they called it. Like a Prime member or something. Like you have to have at least 50 followers, I think, and you have to stream frequently and have a certain number of views, I think.
What is it? You may want to look into this.
That's not very practical. What the hell? I hate these shield guys.
I wonder why.
Come on. This is such an ugly area. Look at this, everything is burned and has about the same color. Yeah, this is going to be great. Many obstacles in the way. Okay. Ooh, Fate Touched Velvet. What does that do? Crafting materials. Everything and then down to the letter F. Velvet. Hidden blades. Oh, that's really good. That's one of my favorites. I'm going to save this one for Sarah. Yeah, me too, Haji. I really like the hissing wastes, even though there's literally nothing there. I'm just not really a fan of the ramparts.
How can anyone stop these things?
What's going on here?
What's happened here?
We were trying to retake the ramparts from the dead. They rise here, somewhere within these trenches. It started when those free men showed up. Strange lights, like blue fire. It must be magic. But the free men are just deserters from the armies. How could they have managed this? And why?
Looks like the bugs are swimming. Funny animations here. Who are you?
Are you Imperial Army?
Yes, Your Worship. I fight on the side of Grand Duke Gaspard de Chalon, rightful Emperor of Olay.
Of course. Only that he's not going to be Emperor in this playthrough.
The peace talks in Halam Sharal mean an end to hostilities, don't they?
We're no longer fighting each other, but the demons, the dead. It was easier when we fought just men. You can win against men.
Oh yeah, spoiler alert. The lesbians are going to rule Olay. Oops. That's what happens when you don't look at the map, don't see the skulls. And then you also don't care whether or not you have stealth left. Ah, damn it. Nope. Nope. No, 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 no. Leave me alone. Okay. Oh, come on. Where are you shooting at, Sarah? I think I might have to flee. that thing over there doesn't even care about guard. Not close enough. Okay, Cassandra's down. Goodbye. Goodbye. Yeah, I can see that. Too bad. We're going back to camp.
I assume your parents were Rivaini, Vivian.
They were merchants, originally from Desmuid, also I'm told.
You don't remember?
I was taken to the Ostwick Circle when I was very young. So far as I'm concerned, my life began there.
Yeah, that wasn't embarrassing or anything. Anyway, I did say I wanted to go see the Dalish anyways. That's what I get for ranting about the Exalted Plains. I'm not even full. Okay, let's see. I want to go south, right? It's over here? No. Hate the ramparts. Yeah, that might take a while to get there. Don't think that the rifts are a very good idea right now. Logging stand? Site? Do I need that? I don't know. There you are. Hi. Hello?
Looks like you need help.
Olafin. Okay, Olafin, talk to me.
The dead should stay dead, wouldn't you say, friend?
That's true.
Seems to be a lot of trouble in these parts.
Let's put it mildly. The war has stopped, but now the dead are walking. Funny though. I've been watching these undead and they seem focused on the Shem armies. As if, well, why wouldn't someone want to kill humans, huh? Still, poor fools.
Are you a Dalish elf?
Of course, you would have little experience with the people. Yes, we're Dalish. We've been camped for weeks in the fields to the west. The war between the lions made passage through the dirt difficult. Damaged some of our arable. If you find the clan, tell Keeper How and I'll continue the hunt, and perhaps find a safer route through the plains.
Yeah, let's be rude to the Dalish. That's a very good idea.
What's the dearth?
That's what we call this place. The Dearth. Dearth of Erin.
I must be going.
Very well. Be safe.
Something over there? I don't think so. Right. Where are you? Uh-oh. I don't think he sees me.
Looks like part of a larger set.
Okay, now we can go. You gotta wonder though how much experience Sarah actually has with the Dalish. As far as I can tell, she spent a portion of her childhood in the Danarum alienage. And 10 years ago in this universe, the people in Danarum, and especially the elves in that alienage in Danarum, considered the Dalish to be a rumor at best. Like, nobody knew that the Dalish actually existed. And then even after that, it's pretty clear that Sarah spent her life in the cities and tried to stay away from the woods. So I doubt she's actually met a lot of Dalish in her life. I think it's a little bit odd how much she dislikes them. Anyway. Okay, let's see what happens. I would guess that Sarah met maybe 2 or 3 Dalish in her life. I don't know. Okay, that's going okay. Okay, let's try and continue south. Not here though, apparently. Because like always I ran into a dead end. Okay, that's where I come from, I think. Wrong button again. Very good. Very good. What's here? Oh yeah, right. Because we met... What's his name again? Olafin? That's such a funny name. Yeah, it took a while for me, but I understand Sarah's perspective too. It's just that a lot of her dialogues are kind of weirdly cut together, and then most of the dialogue options you have for her are pretty bad. Because they always force you into roles that you don't necessarily want to have. Okay. Like, of course she would always be a little bit annoyed with you if there's no way for you to express empathy.
Elfie elves, get ready for proper culture, blah blah.
Okay, to be fair, she doesn't really appreciate Elysian proper culture either.
My dear Cassandra, I am impressed with how well organized the Inquisition was in the aftermath of the Conclave.
It was chaos. I would hardly call it organized.
Perspective, darling. The Chantry hasn't even found the right vestments for issuing a statement on the Divine's death.
Being more flexible than the Chantry is not a difficult goal.
Take your victories where you can, dear.
Howen, what the fuck? What happened there?
These are not good times to come unbidden before the people. My patience is thin, with all that has befallen. Perhaps you should be on your way.
And I don't know how many people realize that, but here we have another hint towards that Shem might not actually be an insult geared towards humans specifically, because we have the Dalish calling themselves the people, and in contrast to that are Shem. So it's not just humans who are Shem, but it's only Dalish who are people. Anyway.
Why do elves call this plane the Dearth?
When the people settled here, we called it Dearth of Erin. The promise. For the Dales were promised to us by Andraste. It is still the Dearth to us, even if the Shemlin give it a name that recalls our destruction.
What has befallen your clan?
The Orlesian War has hindered our progress through the Dearth. The armies cause rock slides. They dig ditches that trip the Hala and destroy the Arvils, making passage impossible. Precisely when the clan needs him most, my first, Tavin, defies my wishes and mounts an excursion to the Emerald Graves. And now, I've learned that the grounds of Far Balanaris are infested by angry spirits from the beyond.
I can deal with that for you.
My clan and I would be deeply grateful if you could, and be mindful of the resting places of our dead. Far Balanaris is sacred ground.
The first time around I didn't pay attention to what he said and just plundered all the graves. Ah, that was fun.
I met one of your hunters. He's continuing to look for a safe route.
He trusted you to pass the message on. That speaks well of you. Another time.
The stores are so low.
You seem troubled.
It's nothing. Just our stores. With the Shem War and the demons, replenishing them has been difficult. For one, we're almost out of herbs, and we lack materials to repair the Arvils. I don't even remember. There's so much we're missing. It's all written in my ledger.
Yeah, the whole time we're told that the Dalish are super arrogant and everything, and here we are, and surprise! They're just normal people who are a little bit cautious, I'd say.
Mathalanas Valoran, where are you?
Who's Valoran?
My brother. He's been sullen for a while because the Keeper chose another as his apprentice. He thinks it's a slight, but it isn't. He just wasn't ready. Keeper Harwin wants him to wait. Then he took off 3 nights ago on his own. I don't know what he was thinking. The Keeper sent hunters to search, but they never found a trace. Athal's mercy. If anything's happened. Greetings, dear. At this rate, we'll never be on our way.
I don't have enough elf food.
You were the one they called the Herald of Andraste. I've heard so much about you and your Inquisition. There's talk, even amongst the Dalish.
Talk? What do they say exactly?
Mostly they say that you're very large.
Well,
No
they're
matter
right.
what they say. Your Inquisition is the only thing trying to help the world. I wish I could be a part of that.
You want to join the Inquisition?
It won't happen. Keeper Howin won't allow it. He doesn't trust anything to do with the Chantry or Andraste.
I could try to convince your keeper.
You could try.
It's really understandable though why the Keeper would not easily give up on one of his clan members, because you can really see how small the clan is. they need every person there.
I'll take my leave.
Greetings, stranger.
Are you a merchant of some sort?
I am Tamiel, the clan's craftsman. Leather, ironbark. These are my specialities. However, Keeper Howin has forbidden trade with outsiders we do not know or trust.
I'll comment a little bit more about Sarah's romance when we get there. Oh no, the Hala. Oh.
Please don't get too close to the Hala. They're unused to strangers.
I won't disturb them. Rest easy.
Maseranos. I did not expect such kindness from a stranger. May I ask, traveling these plains, have you come across a golden Hala?
No.
I fear human soldiers may kill her. If she would only draw close, I could gain her trust. I could protect her.
That's such a stupid question, though. Why would soldiers kill her? I mean, you said she's golden, right?
I've never heard of a golden Hala.
The legend is not well known, even among the people. We call her Hanel Gillen, the Pathfinder. In times of great need, she comes to show us the way. Goodbye then.
Let's see what's here. The glyphs, not a priority. Yeah, I definitely want to do this next. And before I continue, I'm gonna take a little break, just 1 or 2 minutes. I gotta get rid of the tea again. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm back. Now I can focus again. Sorry about that. I'm very professional, I know. Okay, let's try not to disturb the graves this time around. I'm always afraid that the Golden Hollow will be attacked by wolves or something.
Let's be mindful of these graves, Who knows what lurks within?
Yeah, good idea, Vivian. Good idea. Didn't target that one. Oh man. Okay. Technically you can do this quest, go back to Howen and then come back and then plunder all the graves. But I always feel bad about that, and the reward isn't really worth it. Let's see where the next camp is. What's over there? Oh, that's the Halak quest, right? Yep.
Almost every Orlesian noble keeps a winter home in the Dales. It's a mark of status.
Because they stole it from the Dalish? You just gotta hate Orlesians. I know I do. Oh, there's a mosaic piece in there. So plundering those graves is actually archaeology, huh? Like, dig up dead people, find history. That's not the way to camp. And nothing else either. That's great. Good thing I went there. Okay. I'm still fascinated by that move every single time. Just kick in the wall. Whatever. Whatever. Whoops. Wrong character. Damn it. I'm also starting to get some good critical damage in. How much to the next level up though? Let's see. Still quite a lot. But these are all elven runes, right? Hey Sarah, remember when the Dalish lived in real houses and castles? Where are we? I'm not sure what you get for finding the glyphs. Maybe schematic or something? Don't really want to carry the torch with me the whole time. Not you, worse. There you are.
Harold, you returned.
Guess what I did?
I've destroyed the demons on your sacred ground.
You were successful. Put an old man's heart at ease. Thank you. You have done us a great kindness.
Right, there's the cave over there. So where's the way to the next camp? think this way. And of course, this is also an area where you can find really good leather. Come on, where are you? Nothing here. That Hala is flying. I wonder if those are Liliana's ravens. Or maybe it's Morrigan. And another rift, why not? Snowflare, that's right. Clumsy Inquisitor. No. No fighting now. There's one of those creatures. I think Snowflare is the highest ranked leather right after dragon. What is it? Dragon scales? No. I think the scales are the dragon equivalent of leather. Right, and of course this is one of those parkour areas again. Not in the mood right now though.
Die!
Snowflare skin, right. They don't even bother trying to put out the fires anymore.
Were you well acquainted with Divine Justinia, Cassandra? I
cannot claim to have known her well. Few can, except perhaps Leliana.
I envy even your slight acquaintance. By reputation, she was a formidable woman.
Justinia was a visionary. The Grand Clerics would never have chosen her had they known her intentions. And now they will never find someone to fill her shoes.
Oh, they will, darling. Even if they have to trim off her toes and heels to fit.
That's probably correct. Or they will just elect Liliana. Yay, sad weapon schematics found in a pile of dung. That's a particular kind of humor. Okay. What's this? Rifts. Of course, all the rifts are marked now. What's here? Scattered glyphs again. Okay, let's go back to Skyhold and see if we have enough approval to get the Sarah romance started. I mean, we're Qunari, so it shouldn't be too difficult. Oh, Cassandra has something to say as well. Let's talk to her first. Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Favorite mission.
Good book?
Ah! I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, because I suddenly went blind.
Oh, that. Just reports from Commander Cullen.
Right.
You're an excellent liar.
It's of no interest to you, I'm certain. It's a book.
I can see that.
It's one of Varric's tales. Swords and Shields. The latest chapter.
So you like to read? What's wrong with that?
It's frivolous. There are more important things for me to do.
Of course.
Why don't I believe you?
It's literature. Smutty literature. Whatever you do, don't tell Varric.
Sure. Why would I tell Varric?
Maybe I should read that book.
You? No!
Why not
Just
me?
look at her face.
You're the Inquisitor.
She's in physical pain.
Oh, I see.
They're terrible. And magnificent. And this one ends in a cliffhanger. I know Varric is working on the next. He must be. You could ask him to finish it. Command him to... Pretend you don't know this about me.
Of course. Maybe you should read it in public then. Here's an idea, Cassandra. Go somewhere where other people can't see you. And what do I do next? Going straight to Varric. Hello, ugly dwarf.
Need something?
Well, technically, what Varric does is fan fiction. So it's not just Maud and Cassandra who would read fan fiction.
Cassandra is waiting for the next issue of Swords and Shields.
I must have heard that wrong. It sounded like you just said that Cassandra read my books.
Yeah.
She's a pretty big fan, in fact.
Are we talking about the same Cassandra? Tall, grumpy seeker, like stabbing things? Wait, did you say the romance serial? Oh, she'll be waiting for a while then. I haven't finished it and wasn't planning to. That book is easily the worst I've ever written. The last issue barely sold enough to pay for the ink.
Well, Cassandra seems to be hooked on it.
And I honestly thought a hole in the sky was the weirdest thing that could happen. So, you want me to finish writing the latest issue of my worst serial for Cassandra? Oh, that's such a terrible idea. I have to do it. On one condition. I get to be there when you give her the book.
Oh, that's so harsh. Let's do it.
You've got a deal.
I'll get to work then. You know, the fact that the book is terrible just makes it more worthwhile somehow.
Reading again? Thinking about your many sins?
What have you done now?
I get it, Seeker. You're still sore after our spat.
I'm not a child, Varric. Do not suggest I'm without reason.
A peace offering. The next chapter of Swords and Shields. I hear you're a fan.
He's a fast rider. Evelyn, hi!
This is your doing.
That's so funny. Of course it's my doing.
I was hoping you'd be happy about it.
Well, if you're not interested, you're not interested. Still needs editing anyhow.
Wait!
You're probably wondering what happens to the Knight Captain after the last chapter.
Nothing should happen to her. She was falsely accused.
Well, it turns out the guardsman...
Don't tell me!
This is the part where you thank the Inquisitor. I don't normally give sneak peeks, after all.
Thank you.
Varric's the one you should be thanking.
I am but a humble servant to my loyal readers.
I wonder if I have time to read the first part.
You have plenty
Don't
of
forget
time.
to tell all your friends, if you have any. Completely worth it.
She has me, I'm her friend. And apparently she has more to say. Not doing that now. Save some for later, right?
Need wheels for the training. Moving tires.
Sarah was never an agreeable girl. Her tongue tells tales of rebellion, but she was so fast and quick with her blow. No one quite knew where she came from. Sarah was never quite the quietest that I could. Right.
Oh, we got the right music.
Can't wait, what's on?
I was thinking you and I should get to know each other.
Right. You come with me. So, you've been chatting me up. I heard that, yeah? And seen the looks. That's all fun and such, out there walking around. But maybe there's more in your head. Like you want to be more? So, yes. Because for you, you have height.
Okay. What do I want to say here? Yeah, let's ruin the mood.
It feels a bit like you're only interested in my appearance.
Well, it's a start, yeah? I mean, they say don't judge a book, but that's exactly how you judge a book. Then you get inside and see if you really like it. You want to go play around?
Getting right to it.
So you're not worried about me being the Inquisitor, the Herald?
Did that do something to you? Down there? Oh, the Andraste stuff. She's not, you know, here. So what? Or is it because you're in charge? Because if that's a problem, I won't lose my job. Isn't that right, Inky?
About that.
Really? If we're together, you'll call me Inky.
What? I make fun of titles because they're stupid.
But as a pet name?
Oh, it's a thing with you. Well, let me have it then. Lean in like it's real dark and whisper your naked name.
And she's frozen.
Forget that. Now it's Buckles.
Oh, I like Buckles. That's a really good pet name.
Don't you want to get to know each other a bit before jumping into bed?
We've been walking all over the bloody place.
That's true.
That's time listening, talking, watching your ass. How is real getting to know different from that? You're only counting words when I wink or something. I like you. I don't play with just anyone, and I don't share. That's why we're talking now. Still talking. Do you want to stop talking?
No.
I'm not interested in just a sex thing.
Who said anything about just? And.
That's so adorable.
Walking and fun. Fighting and fun. I mean, I can talk to anyone. Do you want to just keep talking?
This is really getting painful. Okay, let's do it.
Sarah, I'm inviting you up to my chambers.
No, I'm racing you there. I win. I lock the door. Come on, Buckles. Show me what you've got.
And there they went. It's a nice scene, but still, I'm a little bit mad about the fact that we don't have any, not any PDA until Trespasser. Not in cutscene anyway. She has a good point though, right, Mixini? Fighting and fun. Stupid book, didn't cry. Good standard. I'm a little bit afraid that this will immediately trigger another cutscene.
Hello,
okay.
you.
Hi. Oh, she's eating my nose.
It's good to see you.
Oh, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm glad you came to talk to me.
I kinda tend to forget about you, Cole. Let's discuss Templars.
I'd like to talk with you about Templars.
They're heavy with forgotten songs, like Varric. Some of them are too loud. It's hard to stay near them. Cullen is softer, but demons asked questions that hurt him. Evangeline was kinder. I want to explain, but Reese's mother spoke to spirits, but not to him. Then she died for a Templar he loved.
Words just bounce off the edges.
Okay, that's quite enough weirdness, thank
I'll
you.
talk to you later.
Probably.
Probably.
I suppose you're right.
Another complete work of whatever they used to call it.
I always forget that the garden exists. I have the platinum trophy for this game, and harvesting like 50 plants, I think, was one of the trophies, and it was actually the last one I got. Just because I always forget that the garden exists. Let's plant some elf fruit. The Josephine kissing spot right here. Who are you? That's weird. She looks like a statue. What's over here? Nothing. At least not yet. Right. Okay. Let's actually get to the war table. I haven't started your mission yet, have I?
Any news on the House of Repose, Inquisitor?
You said I'd have to do some favors in Val Royeaux if we want to make the Duparacats lords.
The Countess Dion is our first step. Her lover, a mage from the White Spire, is missing. Bring her news of him and she'll be very amenable to sponsoring the Duparacats as lords.
Sure. Let's actually check the level recommendation for the next main quest. 12 to 15. That's not too far away. We lost soldiers, but the Vargas are safe. Sutherland is back. Okay, I definitely want to do his next mission. And now, where do I find that sponsor for Josephine? Probably over here.
Let us begin.
What I find a little odd is that everybody in this game looks related to each other, except for Sarah. For some reason she has a completely different face and facial animations than anybody else. Or maybe that's just my impression. But especially the mouth area of the other characters seems to really look alike. Sutherland, that was my goal.
Worship.
Well, let me know if you find it.
Empress of fire in the reign of the lion.
Good work out there, boss. Those blighted nugs won't infect anything now.
It's collected
See,
more
thanks for
people.
joining in on that escort for Lady Montilier.
Whatever.
She's great, right?
I like her.
Training hard, Inquisitor. You have the best people, and we're gonna help.
Bring us to glory.
I don't know.
They're gonna get scout armor.
Your worship.
There it is.
Inquisitor.
Right, I keep postponing this one. But our soldiers actually deserve some good food. This is so funny. Improving morale. What does Josephine suggest? A library for the soldiers in the desert. And she's got shoes. Right. Comfortable shoes.
To work?
The emerald graves are also really nice. Also not a lot to do there. Yeah, shoes. Liliana's favorite thing for some reason.
Report no signs of danger in the pass nearby.
I will arrange patrols to ensure it stays that way.
The shoes are one of those weird characteristics that never sat right with me in Origins, and then they turned that into a funny feature. Oh, that's the hissing waste, right. So many areas with absolutely nothing to do there. How much power do I need? I need 20 for this one. Okay. Is it wise to open a new area? Or do I just want to go back to the Exalted Plains? Okay. We can go to the Emerald Graves. I want to be at least level 13, maybe even 14 before we do the next main quest. Maybe I'm even going to do some offline grinding. We'll see about that.
Good to see you again, Inquisitor. Hope you've got your comfortable boots on.
Always.
The scouts have seen a number of fade rifts all over the forest. We've located this mysterious Fairbanks. He won't share his information with anyone but you. He and his men are camped out at Watcher's Reach, on the path ahead. From what we can tell, they're refugees from the war. Peasants, mostly.
Tell me everything you know about Fairbanks.
We don't know much about him. He appeared after the Civil War started, helping people fleeing from the destruction. Fairbanks is likely not his real name.
No, it's not.
Do you know anything else about the region?
They call this place the Emerald Graves. Legend says that a tree grows here for every elven knight of Halam Sharal who perished in its defense. Makes you sad, doesn't it?
Yes.
What was done to the elves here was unforgivable.
Never again. At least I hope not.
Well, here and everywhere else it seems.
Thank you for the information. I'll head out.
One other thing. A group of deserters from the Imperial armies has established itself here. Freemen of the Dales, they call themselves. They are hostile to the Inquisition. And everyone else. Watch your back, Inquisitor.
Come on, where are you? You want to give me a requisition, I know it.
Word for you.
What is it?
You may want to look into this.
Just the contrast to the Exalted Plains is amazing. Look at this color palette in comparison. Okay, the walking bomb really works. And Black Nox. I think this is actually the only area in the entire franchise where you see Black Nox. That's cute. No, I've come from there. Hi.
Keep your hands and weapons to yourself.
Okay. I think I'm going in the wrong direction, because I just stumbled down there. Hold up.
We're watching you.
I think character screenshots are in general really difficult in this game because look at their facial expression. Oh, hi Cassandra. What are you doing? Yeah, anyway. Not the best facial expression for a picture.
Of course not.
It is an honor to meet the Herald of Andraste.
Yeah. Get to the point.
I hope I don't disappoint.
Not at all. But as they say, actions speak louder. As my missive stated, we can help each other. You have encountered the Freemen. Aggressive bastards, no? They've killed a dozen of my people. We've tried to fight, but we cannot match their strength. You can. Why should you care about this, you ask? Because the Freemen are colluding with your enemy.
Who's that?
What do you mean?
The rogue Templars. I've seen them through the woods, heading for the Freemen bases, leaving with crates. Destroy the Freemen, and they'll lead you straight to the Red Templars. This I promise.
I'll look into this, Fairbanks.
All my information about the Freemen is right here, in our camp. Help us, and everything I know about the Dales, about these woods, I will share with the Inquisition.
Needed more elf fruit. Who doesn't?
I can't believe he's making us hide out here like mice.
Maybe later.
Okay. Don't want to talk to you anyways, Clara. Okay, let's check the map real quick. What do we have here? The Viridium mine, and over here? Oh, right. Nothing else is marked here yet.
Can't believe the Inquisition's here.
Mixini, which is your favorite area for taking screenshots then? Just curious. Because, like I said, I find it difficult to get pretty screenshots in general.
No crown, no nobles, no Inquisition. The Freemen rule here.
Die!
Kill that one.
Make it take you!
Yeah, that makes sense, Mixini. I think the Storm Coast is actually really close to the lighting they used in the character creator. Who's fighting? Come on. I hate it when enemies are running away. You still... Whom are you fighting again? Ah, what was that? The fate-touched stuff is getting more frequent. Good sign. Very good sign. Oh, less stamina. That could really be useful. Maybe I should use that for one of my daggers. Uh-oh. And more velvet, same thing. We'll see about that, actually.
Taking advantage of the chaos of war.
You have a good point, Cassandra, but I really wish you would...
I've heard things about you,
Okay,
Vivi.
let's listen to the banter
It is
instead.
properly Madame Vivienne, official mage to the Imperial Court.
Yes, that's what I heard. Not the title, the snotty bit.
However shall I recover from your condemnation?
You're still doing it. Can you even shut it off?
For you, my dear, no. The guards had a key. It's over there.
Should be somewhere over here. No? Sorry.
No,
That's actually...
no!
Okay, where am I going?
That's the way! Yes! Yes! You have it! Please, please open the door. I can't stand it in here another second.
It's open. You're good. Alright, how far is it? Not too far, though. Tell you what, I'm gonna take a break here and continue my stream tomorrow. I think it makes sense for me to continue here and find the Freeman Villa. Yeah, definitely that. I think that will give us some more experience points. Then we could... let's plan that out actually for a second here. The Hala quest is really annoying, but we could maybe do that. Glyphs is not very interesting. That's really not very interesting. Right, and we still have the bandit camp here. We could do maybe that. Do some cleaning here. And then do the next main quest. I think that makes sense. Alright. Let's say tomorrow 8 PM GMT +1 like always. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for participating in the chat. I'm always looking forward to talking to you guys. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, Baron, you're still here. Thank you. Have a good night too. That's too bad, so you won't be here tomorrow. But like always, the stream will stay up. Maybe it'll work out next week. I heard that you have some weekends off, is that correct? I'll make a short announcement tomorrow so you won't be as likely to miss it. Okay guys, have a good night. Bye.